So as Sue said, I love nature. It's my passion. I walk every day with my dog Marnie, and I know this keeps me grounded and in touch with Mother Earth. I love nothing more than to witness and experience the changing seasons with their differing qualities and unique colours. I remember most vividly as a child playing in the fields, making dens in the haystacks, climbing trees, collecting tadpoles from the ponds, and generally feeling joyful and completely at home in nature. If ever I was anxious or worried, I'd go to the fields or the nearby woods to reconnect, unknowingly probably back then, but with feelings of ease and peace. I had the good fortune recently to spend a weekend celebrating my husband's 60th birthday in a treehouse in the heart of a wooded valley in Wales. We stayed for 2 nights, and it certainly managed to literally reroute and reconnect both of us with the magic and mystery of nature. It was a childhood dream come true, and I would like to share these words I wrote in my journal whilst I was there. So what struck me most was the reverence to nature through which the tree houses had been built. The creators worked alongside nature, using her gifts, the wood from the oaks to construct the amazing oval elliptical shape that apparently gave the treehouse huge strength and stability, so it didn't move at all when the trees swayed. We chopped logs to feed the log burner that provided the hot water for washing the dishes, and enjoyed a wonderfully hot outdoor shower situated underneath the treehouse. There was a beautiful compostable toilet, if toilets can be beautiful. This one certainly was. It had a wonderful copper sink and moons and stars cut into the walls. The water came from the local spring and was cold, clear and thirst quenching. There was no electricity, but plenty of tea lights all around with a couple of solar lamps to light our space. We had a gas hob to cook on and the log burner where we made toast and baked potatoes. Sheep were free to roam underneath the treehouse, and squirrels and many birds came to visit on the outdoor deck. The first night we had a storm with heavy rain and wind, bringing down hundreds of acorns, tip-tapping onto the roof. It was wonderful to see the dark silhouettes of the trees swaying outside in the wind. The next morning, acorns were everywhere, along with thousands of leaves, providing the perfect compost for the tiny acorns to grow into the great oak trees that now surrounded us, creating a sense of protection and peace. The next night was totally opposite, perfectly calm with a clear night sky. We took the opportunity to don a head torch and climb further up the hill into the field beyond, where I had my first sighting of the Milky Way. It was magical. The next day, I shed a few tears as we crossed the rope bridge that crossed the river and headed back up the field to find our car. What a privilege to have spent 2 days in the woods, communing with nature and witnessing what can be created when we humans use our imagination and work with and alongside Mother Nature. The memory is forever etched into my heart. This experience really brought to light the connection of heart and earth, the intrinsic love we humans have for the land. When we honour it, treat it with love and respect, it reciprocates and heals us. The yogis understood this, and that everything, including you, is energy, prana, life force. So we are nature, made up of the same 5 elements: earth, water, fire, air, and space. All these elements we observe in nature. Albert Einstein quotes, "Look deep into nature, and then you will understand everything better." So I thought it'd be fun today to play with the 5 elements in our meditation and visualize planting a tiny acorn in the earth element, which is associated with the root energy center located at the base of the spine, and observe its growth upwards into a beautiful oak tree. We will journey along the spine, connecting with the energy centers along the way. Each one is associated with a different element. Don't worry if you're unsure about the energy centers. I'll guide you all the way. So take the time now to make yourselves extremely comfortable. Make sure you're warm, as we'll be meditating for about 20 minutes. So ideally finding somewhere to sit with your feet slightly apart on the floor. So if you feel you need to lie down, that too is okay. So I invite you now to settle in and close your eyes, or just gently cap your eyes with your gaze softened towards the floor. And relax your hands comfortably on your lap. So take a moment to arrive and settle here in your body. Feel the support of the earth beneath, the sky above, and the space all around. So just feel the movement now of the breath, collecting your attention. Take a few longer, slower, deeper breaths. Inhaling slowly and deeply through your nostrils. And exhaling slowly and fully through your nostrils. Allow a slight pause at the end of your next exhale. This sends a signal to your body to begin to relax. The next time you breathe in, hold the breath for a moment, raise the shoulders slightly, and then relax them down, softening and releasing as you exhale slowly. Just releasing the breath now and allowing it to reconnect with its natural rhythm. Letting your senses be awake. So you're listening to the sounds all around you. Listening inward so that you're listening to and feeling the body. As you do this, you might notice places in you that may want to let go a little bit right now. Maybe you can relax the space between your eyes and allow your forehead to be smooth. Softening around the eyes. Maybe your jaw can relax. Your tongue can release a little. Just when gently tipping the chin down slightly, allowing the back of the neck to lengthen. Maybe there can be some softening in the shoulders. Sensing from within. Feeling for spaciousness and any sensations that are present. Softening and releasing down the arms. Down into the hands and the fingers. And allowing your arms and your hands to release a little more into your lap. Take a moment now to feel the hands from the inside. Sensing any tingling, any pulsing, any feelings of aliveness. Relaxing down now through the chest. Feeling in the chest the spaciousness. Sensing the breath moving within the chest. Moving your attention down into the belly. Feeling the breath deep in the torso. Softening into the hips, into the lower back. Releasing into the groin area. Down into your thighs. Your calf muscles. Ankles. And into your feet. Again, sensing the feet from the inside. Noticing any sensations that are present. Tingling, pulsing. Just any feelings of aliveness here. The same as you did in your hands. So being aware now of your whole body, sitting here on the earth, alive and awake. Gently moving your attention to the tip of your tailbone, at the base of your spine. And then moving the attention upwards, up the spinal column, being aware of each vertebra, lifting off the one beneath it, creating space as you lengthen upwards, moving up the lumbar spine, upwards between the shoulder blades. Again, noticing any sensations that are present. Right up to the base of the neck. Then moving your attention up the cervical spine, where the vertebrae are smaller. Again, just have that sense of lengthening and growing upwards as your attention moves right up to the base of the skull. And then taking your attention to the crown of the head and becoming aware of the sky above you. So sensing now your strong back. And an openness and softness across the chest. Feel the support of the earth below you and the sky above. And you here, sitting on the earth, a conduit of energy between the dense heaviness of earth and the expansiveness of sky. So we are now going to connect to the building blocks of life, the 5 elements: earth, water, fire, air, and space. So gently now, bring your attention to your seat and become aware of the space between your 2 sit bones at the top of each leg, your pubic bone and your tailbone. So this is your pelvic floor and the location of your root chakra. Chakra just means a wheel of energy. So you can visualize here a spiral of energy rooting down into the earth, sending down roots that reach deep into the earth, entangling themselves around rocks and soil, rooting downwards. So take a moment to feel a sense of being held, rooted, connected, stable, safe. Earth gives shape and form to the human body and to all creation. See if you can become aware of the smell of earth. So visualize fertile soil now, where you're going to plant a tiny acorn. See the beauty of this acorn in your hand and feel the huge potential contained in it. Place the acorn into the earth and imagine covering it over with soil. Now, move your attention up the spine to the space between your pubic bone and your navel, about 1 inch back towards your spine, into your sacral chakra. At this energy center, we connect with the element of water. Both your body and the planet are roughly 70% water. Water's qualities are flowing, cool, juicy. It is our creative center and is the location of our reproductive organs that create new life. For a moment, drop all tension from your body, little by little, creating a very deep feeling of relaxation. Water is very much about allowing the flow to happen, so don't do anything. When you cultivate relaxation and letting go, the water element takes over and flows where it is supposed to flow. Just explore this for a moment. When water mixes with soil, it brings life and vitality to the nutrients contained in the soil. So if you can see the earth and water mixing together, and feel the aliveness now in your tiny acorn as green shoots start to form. Gently moving your attention now upwards to the space between your navel and the base of your rib cage. This is the location of the solar plexus. Solar meaning sun, representing the element of fire externally, but internally is a fire that drives digestion and the cognitive process. Fire is intense, it's hot, powerful and light. Just for a moment, sense that wonderful feeling of having the sun shine on you, especially on a cold day. Feel the radiance and warmth. How you might turn your face towards the sun. See your sapling now with luscious green leaves, bathing in the light and radiance of the sun as it powers its steady growth upwards through the process of photosynthesis. Moving the attention ever upwards to the center of your chest. It is here at the heart where we humans connect with the trees and plants through the element of air that we inhale and exhale. Feel the unity between yourself and the trees as you inhale the oxygen that the leaves on the trees release into the atmosphere. Feel the unity as you exhale carbon dioxide, which the trees absorb through their leaves. It's the law of giving and receiving taking place in the space of the heart. Just feel the love of life itself at the center of this exchange. Earth and heart forever connected. So continue now as your tree grows stronger, grows up towards the light as it reaches ever upwards to the space of the throat chakra, the space between the collarbone and the roof of your mouth. So this chakra represents the element of space, the most important element as it holds all of life within it. Without space, there is no life. Gently moving your attention up to the space between your eyebrows, the third eye, and then on upwards to the space just above the crown of your head. And imagine your oak tree now in all its glory as it reaches up to the twinkling stars above. So be here and now in the beauty of your oak tree, with its solid, secure, stable roots, its large, strong trunk, and its wonderful canopy of branches and leaves spreading out, creating shelter and shade for all beings to share in. Day turns to night, seasons come and go, bringing all kinds of weather, but your tree stands tall and strong, weathering the storms, surrendering to the seasons, gracefully releasing acorns in the autumn, paving the way for new growth, new life. So now very gently, just moving your attention back down to the space between your eyebrows, down to your throat, and then down to the center of your chest. In the space of the heart center. This is the bridge between separation and connection. So remain here for a few minutes now in the silence as you reconnect to the breath. Just observing your chest effortlessly and subtly rising and falling. Breathing in, breathing out. Just becoming one with all that is. Feel the peace. Feel the love. Feel connected. Earth and heart as one. So very, very slowly now, starting to become aware of the whole of your body, from your head to your feet. consciously allowing your breathing to begin to deepen. Slowly bringing a little bit of movement back into your fingers, into your toes. And then very consciously, just release the hands from the lap and bring the left and the right hand together in a prayer position in front of your heart. And notice how it feels when the two palms touch. And then place the thumbs for a moment just pressed up against the chest. And feeling this sense of center, of alignment, coming into this space of oneness, peace, and love, forever present. Just give the hands a little rub, staying with your eyes closed, just rubbing your hands, and feel the warmth that emanates. It's the fire element within your body. Give them a rub until you can feel it. And place your right hand on your heart, your left hand on top. And allow your heart space to soften. And allow yourself to absorb that warmth, that love. Feel it like a golden light filling the chest. Just connect here for a moment. Seeing if you can sense the beat of your heart, beating to the rhythm of the universe. Gently just slide the hands down the front of the body to the solar plexus. Pause here for a moment. Just see what sensations you can sense here. Is there a warmth here? This is the seat of your digestive fire, your power center. Slide the hands down to just beneath your navel. Pause here for a moment. This is the center for creativity, flow, fluidity. Make a gentle fist with the right hand. Just press down towards your pubic bone. Connect with your seat. Press your feet into the floor. Connect with the earth. Release the hands. Give your thighs a little rub. Again, you could just massage the knees. Use your body. Earth element, shape and form. And slide the hands back up. Just to your heart for a moment, gently resting one hand on the other on your heart. I'm just going to finish with these words. You can stay with your eyes open just for a moment. They're from D.H. Lawrence. The cosmos is a vast living body of which we are still parts. The sun is a great heart whose tremors run through our smallest veins. The moon is a great nerve center from which we quiver forever. Who knows the power that Saturn has over us, or Venus? But it is a vital power, rippling exquisitely through us all the time. So very gently now, just bow your head to your heart. Bowing to that space deep within where we're all connected and we're all one. When you're ready, you can just allow your eyes to gently crack open. Just becoming aware of the space that you're in, the objects that surround you. And then when you're ready, probably with a little smile on your face, we can come back and greet each other here on the screen. So thank you, everybody.